All right, last night's primary is also significant because it showed another example of polling largely getting things way wrong. The presumed frontrunner in Wisconsin's Democrat primary for governor, Francesca Hong, lost to David Crowley, but she was leading in about every poll. The last poll had her up 22 points right before. Legendary pollster Frank Luntz, writing on X, "I am calling for a total and complete shutdown of primary polling in the midwestern U.S. until we can figure out what the hell is going on." And Polymarket's betting odds gave that presumed frontrunner a 96% chance of winning. They have deleted that prediction. So joining me now live, pollster and communication strategist Frank Luntz. Frank, always good to see you. Welcome.
Thank you. And I don't think you should be able to delete stuff like this.
Yeah.
And I want to start this interview by acknowledging a mistake that I made that I never did again. Back in 2016, I believed that Hillary Clinton was going to win based on the exit polling of all the networks. They all were in the same pool, the same result. They all had Hillary Clinton winning. And so I put out a prediction that said, what makes you not understand the words President Hillary Clinton? I got it wrong because I believed those numbers and I fixed it. And what we have now are pollsters on both sides, Democrats and Republicans, not acknowledging how wrong they are, how they cannot make these projections, how when you get turnouts of 15% of the electorate, you can't make a conclusion or a projection. And pollsters need to stop doing this.
So how do we fix it? Because look, President Trump has been saying the polls are broken, and the mainstream media has laughed at him and said, you just don't like the polls that say bad things. But he said they were broken. If you believe it's broken in some way, how do we fix it? How do we get trust in this?
The first thing you do is you acknowledge what you cannot do, which is to make projections. In a general election, when you've got an 80 or 70 or 60% turnout, then you can start to use the numbers and know that you're going to be somewhat accurate. When you have turnouts of 15 or 20%, AOC, you were talking about her just before the break, she was never supposed to win her election. We have seen this again and again in 2026. The Democrats who are more extreme often have greater levels of support in the polls that don't turn out.
Got it.
And in the end, if they don't stop projecting, we're going to make mistakes. Second is that they need to do a better job figuring out who's actually going to vote, because pollsters have notoriously been wrong at this. And third, and potentially most important, acknowledge your limitations up front. You cannot, this is not a science, it is an art. And you need to be much more careful about what you say and how you conclude. This has happened before, it'll happen again until pollsters stop talking.
There you go. Well, we're going to stop talking for now, but we look forward to having you back between now and November. Appreciate you acknowledging your own mistakes. We all need to do that. And I know you're a big man. Thank you, Frank. Also big last night.